The story starts with an email. Last week I received an email from Professor Ryder saying that we were going to discuss comfort women issue which is related to sexual violence. That reminds me of the topic we discussed in English class, which is related to the trigger warning. An education reporter Jenniffer Medina defined the term trigger warning as explicit alerts that the material they are about to read or see in a classroom might upset them or, as some students assert, cause symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder in victims of rape or in war veterans. The call for trigger warning can be reasonable, as argued by Brianne Richson in her article stating that victims of PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, do not have more to learn about the academic subject matter that is traumatic for them. However, there are several issues related to trigger warnings on college campuses. First of all, the PTSD is unpredictable, according to a research conducted by a group of British psychologists, which means that trigger warning can only provide partial warning for the students as the cause for PTSD is unpredictable. Secondly, trigger warning may provide a ground for academic misconduct, because it is easy to fake. The adoption of trigger warning might lead to problems similar to the fake attention deficit hyperactivity disorder problem on college campuses. Thirdly, the trigger warning policy may be harsh on the faculty members, especially the junior faculty members without the protection of tenure. Most importantly, the mandatory trigger warning might violate free speech, as it prevents professors from discussing difficult issues such as violence and sexual assault in class. Well, actually, let's think about trigger warnings in front of masterpieces in the history which may contain sexism or religious content. For example, the famous quote, "All men are created equal" in the Declaration of Independence uses men rather than men and women. This quote clearly illustrates a masculinist idea which is perfectly fine at that time, but politically incorrect now. So should a trigger warning be issued every time before showing the Declaration of Independence? Could a feminist student refuse to take any course related to this? Another example could be the Christian motto "In God We Trust" printed on the dollar bills. This could be regarded as discriminating other religions. Should the Federal Reserve System announce a trigger warning before issuing dollars that might go into college campuses? Or should the cashier on college campuses announce a trigger warning before giving back change? These ideas are absolutely ridiculous, aren't they?